Okay, so today I wanted to come on here and talk about something that's very close to my heart. It's all about squeezing the glutes. So I've seen it on so many Instagram lives. My clients have asked me in person or online, how do you squeeze your glutes? And it's actually so much easier than you think it is. First of all, it's all about mind to muscle connections. So this is when you link what you're thinking to the muscle that is working. This is crucial to all training. Any body part, not just your glutes, absolutely anywhere. Even in like cardio, I use it whilst I'm running. But basically what you do is you think about the muscle and the movement that's happening throughout that muscle. So say you're doing a squat, you think about the muscles that are working, so primarily quads, glutes, and you think about what they're doing to create that movement happening. The best way that I found to do it is, you get those like pink diagrams online or like in textbooks, and it shows you all the different muscles and all the little like lines. I picture that on my body, and then as I'm doing the movement I think, okay, so what would this be doing? And I picture that muscle moving in that diagram form. Really odd, I know, but it works. I even use it whilst I'm running. When I start to feel tired, I think about my muscles working, and it just gets me through it, gets me through the wall. So that's a major thing for all of your training. You need to try and use it whatever you're doing, not just when you're squeezing your glutes. So when you're training glutes, or when I see people training glutes, I see a lot of this. A lot of people say, ugly bum. That is doing nothing. It will squeeze your glutes, but you're putting it all through your back. You're relying on locking out to be able to squeeze. When really what you want to do is tuck your pelvis in and squeeze. See the difference? But just squeezing, so not thrusting forwards, just that slight movement. A way to practice this is to lie on the floor. Your hips can't go nowhere. You cannot overextend. And lift your legs up by squeezing your bum. This is an exercise. You can even be here and squeeze, so pushing those hips into the floor, keeping your core nice and tight and your back neutral. So again, another example is when you're hip thrusting. So you go from here, so the elongated spine, and you come up, you're crunched. So you're not pushing forwards like this, it's a crunch, so it all comes from the lower half of your body and all coming from the glutes. See that? I'm not moving my upper body like this either, just down, back up. Crunch, tucked in, you literally want to bring your hips to your chest as far as you can. Same with the glute bridge. So when you're here, you want to keep pelvis tucked in, push through the heels and up again. Back's nice and neutral. I'm not doing this. There is no reason why you should have an arched back whilst you're training glutes. You should keep that back nice and neutral. And I need you to practice this every single time you're going to train legs. It's the only way you'll then really rehearse that mind to muscle connection. Another thing is glute activation. So before you start any of your glute exercises, any of your main set, you need to go through 3 or 4 different exercises, body weight, just to get those glutes warmed up and get them moving. Because glutes are lazy. When people say lazy bum, it is a real thing. They will not work if they don't have to. But they are your biggest muscles in your body. You've got to think there's a lot of muscle in there. So you need to get the blood flowing, you need to get them moving so that they start to engage during your movements. The more you practice that, the more they'll do it on their own. What I would recommend doing for your activation exercises is doing some body weight movements of some of the exercises you're going to be doing in the session. So if I'm doing hip thrusts that day, I'll do body weight hip thrusts or glute bridges just to warm up, or use a band. If I'm doing squats, I'll use body weight squats, and then I'll do something like a kick back and an abduction to open up the hips. Maybe some frog pumps. It depends on really what I'm doing that day, but it will never be something that exerts a lot of force through my muscles, as it is a warm up. There's no need to go heavy. There's no need to really challenge yourself. It's just getting those movement patterns going before you go into something that is a little bit heavier. It's something I would always recommend. Just drop me a DM with anything. Just drop me a DM. It's what I'm here for. It's why you follow me. Don't just go off my videos and think, oh, I don't know what she's on about, or I need some help with that. Message me. It's what I'm here for. It's my job. I'm qualified in it all. Yeah, that's it really.